Hello. Today I'll be analyzing, going through the VOD review of FPX versus IG. Just before we dive straight into the game itself, I want to highlight the main picks and the players of both teams in their quarterfinals. So, starting off FPX, Doinb is their main player. He he does roaming a lot. He pushes lane, then he affects the other lane. Then the other lanes, top or bottom, really facilitate the lead. And with Doinb's help, they get the lead, and that's how they win the game. Very short summary. And Tien is a very impressive jungler. He's always at the right time. He works really well with Doinb, and he provides vision with Doinb, and he applies pressure with Doinb. He's just a fantastic jungler, in my opinion, in this jungle, and it's going to be very exciting to see how he matches up in the finals. And the main picks of FPX is Zaya and Rise. The Rise from Doinb has just been phenomenal in the quarterfinals against Fnatic. Fnatic did ban it in game 2, but when Doinb had his Rise in game 1, 3, and 4, he looked really good on it. So and we expect it to get banned in semis, and we'll see it later and if it gets open or not. But other than that, FPX also really like the Gragas pick as well. Gragas in this tournament has been very popular from both IG and FPX jungler, Tien and Ning. So Gragas will be very high priority as well. And going on the other side, IG, um, to be honest, IG really has been playing very standard. But the big difference between IG and Griffin game was the top difference. I think everyone know who saw this game. The Shy had just had a monstrous performance, and the Shy on Kale when he had his 2 item spike with his Nashes and um, Gunblade. He was just unstoppable on the side, and he groups up with the team and showed like 1v4 KO flash ultimate engage coming out of him, and leading his team to a victory. Something I didn't touch on as well was FPX can play Kiana both mid and jungle, whereas IG doesn't play Kiana in the jungle. So Kiana Kiana has been very popular during the ban phase, but it was interesting to see how Kiana got through, or how one team banned it or not. So let's actually dive into the game itself. So I'll play it. So Akali ban for both the Shy and Rookie excels it, and it really makes sense on blue side because you really don't want to give a blue team um, like the flexibility that's coming out of it. You could first pick it, but I'm assuming FPX has other priority pick they have in mind. So KO ban, obviously, just taking the Shy's champion off, so that's good. And IG bans the Pantheon. Pantheon's just been banned all throughout the tournament. He's had 100% ban pick rate. So he's left open once this tournament in play-ins, I remember, and he just won the game. So it's very difficult. Pantheon is a very strong champion, and on top of that, he can be flexed into 3 different roles: top, mid, and jungle. I guess you can flex him to support even. So there's that, and so he's gonna stay permanently banned on red side. But I do want to see a team that maybe leave Pantheon open and take Zaya and like Rise from it. But we'll see in the future what final is like. Rise ban from Invictus Gaming, so targeting Doinby once again. And this final ban coming from FPX and Kaiser ban, it's really smart because there were just before this ban. I'll go back a bit. Just before, so there's three picks that really highlight. There's four. There's Kiana, Zaya, Kaiser, and Gragas open. So these four are really like a power pick of this from both of these teams. So when FPX bans Kaiser, they're asking Invictus Gaming, hey, do you want to give us Zaya? Because if we take Zaya, we'll give you Kiana. But FPX would love to have Zaya, so right now Invictus Gaming is thinking, should we ban Zaya or Kiana? And obviously Zaya is the right choice. Zaya is just way too strong if you don't have Kaiser, but Zaya is really strong in general. So FPX takes away the Kiana first pick. It's a flexibility from both jungle and mid, so they just pick it. Now IG, they should pick their ADC or a flex laner or their jungler here. So the jungler obviously going to be Gragas. It can still be flexed into support. We'll have to see, but it's most likely going to go to Ning because Ning has been such a like people like to say like a coin flip player, but honestly, like his performance in the quarterfinal has been very impressive. He's been very stable, especially on his Gragas game. He showed that he can make a lot of plays. He can make like a lot of good plays and jungle pathing. So it's a very safe pick compared to like Olaf Rumham, where you have to snowball, you have to get bot priority and get these objectives and get rolling. So Gragas is a very safe pick for Ning, in my opinion. Now IG, so like I said, there's not many flex pick left. Um, IG takes the Varus, and also when Zaya and Kaiser are down, there's not many ADC that you can play much. Maybe Ezreal, but IG opts into Varus, who has a much stronger laning. And when you pair Varus with Tahm Kench, he's a very strong ADC. So FPX now picks Renekton. Renekton can also be flexed to mid and top, so that's another flex. So honestly here, I thought FPX had an option of picking. So FPS had an option of picking Elise and have a very strong 3 core top side, but instead they go for Nautilus, which threatens Varus. So FPX is pretty much saying, hey, if you don't pick Tahm Kench here, we're gonna ban it. But if you pick Tahm Kench, it's fine. Okay, so this Nautilus pick could also go mid at the moment. It could go top, mid, jungle, or mid, top, support. So there's a lot of flexibility coming from FPX already. So this is just a very FPX is a very flexible team when it comes to drafts, which I really love about. So right here, IG is probably considering, hey, do we want Tahm Kench or do we want Braum? Do we want like a solo laner to match their solo laner? So they end up picking Quinn here. So this Quinn is going to follow Renekton. Quinn can go top or mid, but she's just gonna follow wherever the Renekton is gonna lane. So I also think IG kind of knew this Renekton was gonna go top, so they picked Quinn really early into this drafting phase. So IG now bans all the other strong ADCs like Lucian, and yeah, so and FPX in response will ban all the support that will protect this Varus. So Tahm Kench is gone. So as soon as Nautilus presses R, Now Varys is in a very iffy situation because now he doesn't have that much protection around him, and especially when he doesn't have a flash, or if he mispositions during mid game, this Varus will deal very little damage because the wombo combo that's coming from Kiana and Norlis R is already immense in the team fight. So this Varus gonna be very risky. So IG bans Callista again. So Callista and Norlis, very strong combo as well. So IG are just banning every ADC that's really strong in lane. Okay, and FPX on the other side just bans all these safe supports. So Tamkench, like I mentioned, and Braum. Varus Braum is a very strong lane, and Braum can actually negate a lot of that, a lot of damage that's coming from mid and uh, ADC. So the second ban phase coming from FPX is very good, and same with IG. They're just asking, hey, what ADC do you have left? Yeah. Now, IG had an option of picking Leona or Alistair. Leona has been very popular pick as well. But Leona's more focused on laning phase. She has a lot of kill pressure with Varus, whereas Alistair he he excels more in team fight because he's a lot more tankier and he can get a lot of like 5-man pulverize or punt someone away. So and it's also Balan's more preferred champion. Balan likes Alistair, Rakan, more so than Leona. So it's really up to the player's choice at this moment, and he picks Alistair, so that's good. And FPX responds with Ezreal. Ezreal generally survives really well against Varus and Alistair, so it's just a safe pick. So FPX already committed to keeping their bot lane safe by picking Ezreal, and they still have like an option of picking uh, flexing the Norlis mid and picking their support, but there's really not much support that really helps the Ezreal pick. So like not even Karma's gonna do it. Karma's really bad in this situation. Maybe Pyke, Ezreal Pyke that's being played in Europe, where Ezreal just farms by himself and Pyke just roams and start killing all these immobile immobile laners with the help of Kiana jungle. But FPX, they go for this Rumble. So once they lock in the Rumble, we still don't know where this Rumble's going to go. It could go mid or top. Renekton's going to go mid or top. So Kiana's pretty much locked in jungle. Norlis is locked in support. And Ezreal with ADC. So IG, so Rookie. So I'll touch on this right now. I honestly think rookie rookie's Champo choice has been quite interesting. I don't really think he matched really well against Doinb. I think rookie's a fantastic player. He's made a lot of plays, but because like what IG really needs right now is like a priority pick, and obviously not many maybe even Rookie doesn't know how to deal with Rumble Mid, because Rumble Mid's such an unorthodox pick. But just summarizing, like Rookie's pick, he had a choice of picking whatever he wants, but he just seems to be unfamiliar with Doinb's pick in this series. Not just game one, like game 1, 2, 3, 4. Later on, we'll see Norlis mid, yes. But Syndra was an interesting choice for me. Personally, there's not a lot of things that beats Rumble in priority, but he tried to match the pushing prowess of a Rumble with Syndra, which was, I think it was an interesting choice. So finishing off the draft, so FPX has insane wombo combo and potential coming from Kiana, Rumble, and Nolus. So as soon as they press R, there's gonna be someone's just gonna die. Okay. Except Alistair probably. And Ezreal's gonna be really safe. So the idea of FPX is get Doinby priority and get Doinby and Tien to hold hands, get vision, and roam around the map. So they're probably going to play through this Renekton and deny this Quinn. So IG's on the IG side, they have more. Therefore, the jungle mid ADC support has really it's a stable pick. Uh, they have great pick potential coming from Gragas, Syndra, Varus, and Alistair even. So if someone is out of position, they can just engage and pick someone off before their wombo combo starts happening. Their wave clear is very good for Quinn to split push. So I'll touch on Quinn versus Renekton matchup. Quinn doesn't win against Renekton early really hard. It's not like level 1 Quinn absolutely demolished Renekton. No, Renekton is still a very strong pick. So Quinn has to be wary of like the ganking that's coming out of Akiana at level 3 and level 6. So there's that. But as time progresses, Quinn is start going to bully out Renekton. There's no way Renekton's gonna ever beat Quinn in a 1v1 scenario. But we know League of Legends isn't 1v1, it's a 5v5 in fact. So that's one of the IG's win condition. Another one is pick someone off, whereas FPX they want to snowball their lead with level 6 from Kiana, Rumble, and Nautilus. And especially when there are two immobile carries well, 3 immobile carries coming from IG. So Nautilus R, he has to flash or he needs to just take the Nautilus R. And same with Syndra, but she can buy Ozonia, so it's fine. But still, it's a very expensive item for Syndra to go through. So so we'll see that both teams have like a clear win condition, and I think IG it's really up to the Shy to split push, whereas the main core just needs to wave clear and let the Shy carry. So this is a matter of question of can the Shy show the Shy performance, or can Doinby bring out his dark technology, Doinby magic? So we'll dive into it. So just fast forwarding. Alright, so not much happens. No invade coming early invade that's coming out from either team by the movement of it. Make it 1.5. Okay. Skip. Yep. So Nautilus has red lens, and so does Gragas. Gragas lens is more for defensive lens, so he wants to sweep any wards that get swept here, so he doesn't want to let FPX know where he starts, but FPX goes for a late invade to secure their blue buff or enemy blue buff, and they successfully do so. So I think this was really smart coming out of them. They probably predicted Ning is going to start either red or chickens, and they have completely cut off the map, split the map. So, but on the other side, Gimgoon is gonna get pressured because he knows his jungle is bot side, and he knows that Gragas is top side. So, Gimgoon just has. FPX is pretty much saying, hey Gimgoon, just wait a bit. We'll get Doinby ahead. Doinby's gonna get ahead after his first base, and it's just going to be fine. Okay, so until then, you are going to be a bit behind, but we will solve the Queen's problem later. Okay, and just looking at jungle pathing, it's important. Tien took all three camps, whereas Ning has taken these three camps. So Ning's gonna hit level 3 from these three camps, and Tien is still only level 2. So Tien had an option of just clearing his jungle side and just recall and just make it neutral, uh, like splitting the map coming up. But he, I think this was a really smart recall from Tien because there's a possibility that Ning didn't do this. So Tien doesn't know Ning's in here. Okay, Ning could be doing this, and his jungle could still be up. So right now, Ning goes for the blue buff. Okay, because his solo laners are pushing, so that's probably well communicated from Ning. And here comes the smite fight, but it's very hard for most junglers to outsmite Gragas because he has QWE burst damage with smite, very hard to outsmite. Also, Ning is level 3, so he has a stronger smite than Tien. So, but if Tien got this, it would have been pretty massive. Okay, but it's medium reward, very low risk for Tien. Okay, but if we look back, Tien took 3 jungle camp from Ning, whereas Ning only took the blue buff. So Tien is technically still ahead in terms of camp count. Okay, and just highlighting what Rookie just did. He put a ward here for Ning because now his team can track if Tien goes for this raptors or the chickens. So this was a very smart ward placement from Rookie. And not much really happens. Ezreal looks like Ezreal spacing, and he just got his tier and TP's back because he needs that mana to sustain through. And IG, so Tien smartly, Doinby probably communicated it that there's a ward there, so Tien clears the ward with his red lens, and Gragas spaces because there's no camp that he can do. But this was a very nice timing of going for a dive. Remember, LWX has based and has a push priority because he has a bit of a the lane was already pushing towards his lane. So this was a very smart roaming, and if Rookie didn't realize they were in there, that was a very smart ward from Rookie. Rookie probably have died. Okay, so that was a very smart play from both teams. FPX was going to make a proactive play, but IG denied it by a Rookie just being a very smart jungler. And here, Doinby is just being very annoying. He took one chicken just then and had to force Ning to smite, and in return, by using that tempo, Rookie gets a free base, and he gets to walk without using his teleport. And Doinby bases as well. Doinby also doesn't use his TP because he knows that it's a cannon minion, so he doesn't really need to use it. He's probably going to lose like 2 minions at max. But yeah, and like I said at top lane, Quinn doesn't win immediately. She wins as she gets more items. So when she gets her Blade of Ruin King, she can start bullying this Renekton a lot harder. And yeah, so not much is happening in the early game. Just Ning got his three camps stolen, and he's still doing considerably well. considering what just happened early game. So it's still fine. Not much is happening. Rookie does a good job of getting priority over Doinby, so that's good. Now IG has the bot river due to from Bowline going from his base to mid and setting this pink ward, and Tien so uh, this time Rookie loses the priority from mid. Now Tien smartly brings Doinby and Doinby to get the river control, so both teams want the Scuttle Crab, and both teams are ready to fight. Right now, Doinby is level 6, so Rumble level 6 is very impactful. So it's going to be very interesting how this fight's going to pan out. But both teams' main objective is the Scuttle Crab, nothing else. IG can fight if they overextend, and FPX is waiting for their bot lane to roam, and they're both looking for a fight, but the main objective is the Scuttle Crab. And right here, Baolan gets in a bit of a so Doinby does an excellent equalizers to split off the rest of the IG members. I think Baolan played this. I wouldn't be surprised if Baolan did die, but Baolan made a very nice headbutt. He was very calm about it, and he just gets out with just his flash down. But on the other side, Nautilus also blew his flash, so it's a bit of a sort of a trade, and Rumble had to use his ultimate as well. So maybe it's in favor of IG, but then again, FPX gets the control of the river, but Ning does get his Scuttle Crab. Now on the top side, Gimgoon just saw an opportunity that the Shy was just out of position, and they both trade the summoners, but the Shy had to blow both his flash and his cleanse. Now there's action all over, okay? So I need to stop this video for a bit. Too much action happening. Both teams, they're both level 6. The main, or not everyone's level 6, but there's a lot of actions just happening. Okay, and here, this was a really beautiful play from Rookie. So I'll just replay it. I'll just replay it in 1x speed. Right here. So remember what I said about the Scuttle Crab? Both teams' objective was Scuttle Crab. Maybe once FPX was out of position, they changed their objective to a kill. Now same thing happens, but except FPX are focusing on the blue buff. They know if they deny this blue buff from Syndra, Doinby is going to get a lot more priority at mid. Due to the fact Syndra can't just spam her mana. So this blue buff fight was very important. So IG also wants to secure Syndra her blue buff. So IG could have just picked this up with Syndra W and secured the Syndra the blue buff. But Rookie goes for the bigger picture. He just goes for the kill. And yeah, he just goes for the kill and just kills Tien in one combo with the combination of Jackie Love's empowered Q with his W. So very nice play from IG. Varus gets the kill. So very nice play from IG. So here's the replay. Syndra just QREs for the stun, and Jackie Love just finishes off. Very nicely played. Tien had his flash, but obviously he was stunned, so I can't emphasize how good of that play was from Rookie. So Doinby gets the priority, and he goes for a roam. Unfortunately, he gets seen, but he gets hit by every single E. So that's a good chunk, but not enough for Gimgoon to really be in control of that lane, and the Shy just bullying him out. bit by bit. Again, Doinby comes to top. There was a really nice equalizer, and the Shy really outplays it, and yeah, and Doinby, it's a 1-for-1 trade at the end, but in favor of IG. And here comes another dive. Unfortunately, there's been miss execution coming from IG. Wouldn't be surprised if both either Gragas or Rumble died, because uh, going back, Ning played this really well. If Ning got hit by this Kiana ult, he's probably dead. In combination of uh, flame spitter coming from Rumble. Also, if Ning landed that Q slow onto this Rumble, he's probably dead as well from Syndra. So very nice play from both teams. Very, uh, but obviously Tien dies, and once again Tien has flash up, but it was a very nice play from IG, killing this Kiana. So remember what I said about one of FPX's win condition was uh, get this Rumble and Kiana holding hand, uh, get the priority from mid, and apply their pressure to bot or top. This time it was top, but they failed to do so. On the other hand, IG did a fantastic job of rotating, slowly rotating the support and jungler and covering for the Shy. And Rookie does well to hold his teleport as well. So another replay. Yep, going for a dive, but fails. Yep, and Baolan's here randomly, so this was a really nice frame Baolan. Yep. And Rookie just flashes. Now, Rookie doesn't have flash this time, so he's going to be in trouble for a bit. Oh, another action, yeah. Yep, very nice equalizer, but very nice first assault. Quinn gets the first move because of her mobility coming from her ult. So yeah, so IG comes out ahead from this small skirmish. So I'll stop here for a bit. So they go 2-for-1. I hope we get a replay. Nope. Okay, I'll go back. So remember what I said about FPX's comp? Like, they're all about the wombo combo potential. So, but when I talked about IG's comp, their comp is if they pick someone off with Syndra E, Gragas E, or the, all four of their characters have like a pick potential coming out of them. So, and they're engaging before FPX can really go for their wombo combo. So, Rookie here once again MVP catches off Crisp, and Baolan is level 6, whereas Crisp wasn't. So there was the big difference, and Jackie Loves gets the nice Varus R, and they get Rumble's Flash and Ezreal Flash. So and on the other side, they didn't even use any Summoner spell from this small skirmish. So a big win from IG. They're playing their comp really well, and Chris made a very big error going into River without Doinby's priority in mid lane. Because Doinby is still 2-0, so he will still get a priority in lane. So they just need FPX just needs to wait for Doinby's priority. So the map has settled down a bit, and yeah, okay, here comes the replay. So Crisp is here, he just ERs, and his team's already here. Very nice Sonya's, but he doesn't have flash, so he's most likely dead. Very nice Sonya to buy time from Ning. Very nice cask, but yeah. just really nice play from IG, knowing when to fight and just being at the right place. Now this was just a mistake from a Ning, but a mistake is a mistake, and it's a big mistake. And he just dies when Rookie was in base, and his bot lane didn't have priority. So this was a very uh, weird mistake. Like it shouldn't happen, but it just happened. Okay, so but on the other hand, very nice play from FPX. And on the other side, Doinby is roaming and just killing this kill the shy. So very nice play from FPX. They got a kill at bot and dragon, and they got a kill at top, and it's the shy that died. So very nice play from FPX. So um, obviously here FPX is going for a more greedy play, and yeah, they really should have just stopped, but um, yeah, and Gimgun dies for it, and yeah, just dead. So just a mistake from Gimgun, just like Ning played it, but I wouldn't really blame Gim. It was more so him and Doinby weren't really respecting Rookie's position. But yeah, IG still in a very comfortable lead, but the fact they lost Inferno Dragon kind of hurts them because both um, their bot lane has a big priority because it's Varus 3-0, and they could have easily taken over this bot river if Ning didn't die and waited for Rookie. So it's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. The Shy is just mid because he's just covering. But instead, they're going for a big dive at mid, and Rookie gets a really nice stun off and gets a kill. Now, the problem is, how will they get out? And Ning dies for it, so it's 1 for 1. And yeah, and on the bottom, Jackie Love just solo kills LWX. Jackie Love is super strong. He's 3-0. He has a completed bulk, and he knows Ezreal doesn't have flash from previous fights, so a big outplay coming from Jackie Love. Now, once again, this game's a bit chaotic. There's a lot of fight, but in the end, IG's coming out on top in terms of these small skirmishes, and we really haven't seen the wombo combo coming out of FPX. So here's the replay of Jackie Love solo killing 1, 2, 3, and Q dead. Very nice play from Jackie Love. But yeah, we still haven't seen the Kiana, Rumble, Norless ult combo coming out of FPX. So FPX still has is stronger in terms of team comp. So I'm just gonna stop here. The reason why there's two reasons why FPX bought their bot laner here, because one, this Varus is 4-0-0. So this Ezreal, yes, he can Q farm, but he still doesn't want to be. FPX doesn't want to be around this strong Varus, so they want to move away from the strong Varus and go for an objective play. Yes, it's gonna sack this Ezreal, but at the same time, they're denying this Quinn from pressuring this Renekton. So that's one part. Number two, remember what I said about FPX's comp? They're still a wombo combo comp. Jackie Love doesn't have flash, so if IG responded to this by having everyone here, they probably would have lost, because the wombo combo that's coming out of from Kiana, Rumble, and Norless is still massive, and there's a big bounty from Varus. This Rumble is no by mean like weak, so they can still kill this Varus, and they can potentially go for more kills. So they have their ultimates ready, whereas IG doesn't have their key summoners and their ultimates up, so they're just giving it for cool. So there's two reasons why they just gave this Rift Herald for free. But nothing is free. Varus gets solo experience and solo lead, and they eventually get their first blood tower before FPX does. And they had to use the Rift Herald at top anyway, just to get that tempo lead. And they were going for a dive, but Quinn is just way too quick. And yeah, that's one of the wombo combo down. So now IG is chasing the Snorlax. They know the Snorlax doesn't have flash, so they're going for a big fight. But there was a beautiful dodge from Crisp, and here comes a wombo combo. And everyone just dies. And the big thing is, Jackie Love wasn't even at the fight. So it was a nice try that IG was going for the flashless Nort, no ultimate Nort, but they wasn't really playing around Jackie Love. Like Jackie Love is 4-0-0, and they should have play around Jackie Love's Verisalt, and just need to wait. We're gonna watch it again and notice how Crisp dodges all these skill shots, and he lives just long enough that IG have to spend another abilities just to kill Crisp off. And here, Doinby does his equalizer beautifully, and here comes the Kiana ult on top of it, and flash Doinby, and he just gets 1,000 gold just from the team fight. And the thing is, IG loses both tier 1 and tier 2 at top, and they lose mid tier 1. So I'm going to touch on so let's touch on the importance of tier 1 mid tower. So why is tier 1 mid tower so important for IG? So they have two immobile AD carries, Varus and Syndra. So if tier 1 mid tower is up, they can always fall back to this tower in respect to where to the mid wave. So if the mid wave's here and the mid tower is up, they can safely retreat back to tier 1 tower. But since there's no mid tower, and this Varus doesn't have flash, he should be very scared of the engage potential that's coming out of FPX. So the dragon setup and the Baron setup, it's going to be very difficult for Varus to go forward to be very frontline unless his flash is up. But even if his flash is up, it's going to be very dangerous for Varus to be out in the open field from this dangerous FPX's wombo combo. So this was a very pivotal moment for IG, because now Quinn has 3 deaths, but still Quinn will still beat this Renekton. So IG still has a win condition, but they just did a big throw against FPX. So it was a bit unfortunate that IG poured a lot of abilities onto Crisp, and Crisp played it really well. But now IG is in a back foot. Okay. Yep. Doinby's notice there's 2 real damage you need to look for. Obviously, one's Doinby. He just solo carried him and Tien pretty much carried the team fight. Whereas Varus, he did 0 damage. So he did nothing, pretty much. Yeah. But yeah. So fast forwarding. So here comes the dragon fight. Notice. Remember what I said about tier 1 mid tower. Varus still isn't in the fight. Bowline's on the side. So IG still want to go for this fight. Notice how Doinby was here pushing because there's no mid tower. And the thing is, FPX is, so going back, FPX could have just hit the dragon here, but they know they want to be playing around their wombo combo ultimate. So Renekton ultimate isn't up, Kiana ultimate isn't up, so they want to wait for these key ultimate to win this team fight. So they're going for one more mid wave and just wait for this ultimate. And then they get the vision. The ultimate should be up very soon. And Jackie Love's all the way at the back here because there's no mid tier one. And now they hit the dragon because the ultimate's back up. And Bowline is already at the flank, but he gets seen by FPX. So Bowline just dies for completely free, and IG wasn't really in a position to help him. And here comes the fight. Wallace gets a hook, wombo combo. Ooh. Yep, and crisp libs once again, very nicely. So once Bowland died and he got spotted, I was very surprised that IG re-engaged. Well, went for the Mountain Dragon. Maybe they went for that just for a steal attempt, but even then, they lost Gregus and Alistair, so they lost two two members on top of Earth Dragon. So it's they're just giving a lot of free things to FPX because they know this fight is going to be very hard without Varus's flash and without its 4v5. Well, it's not even that. It's just yeah, just they were in a very bad position and the Rumble ult was in a very good position. Now FPX they could 1-3-1, but instead they want to deny this Quinn. So they're leaving their top side and applying pressure on the bot side. Crisp makes a mistake. He blows his flash as well. So yeah, so very nice defensive play coming from IG, and FPX Crisp is just playing a bit too fast at the moment. So FPX just needs to wait until Crisp is here. Notice how Quinn was bot. Now she's going top because she just wants to be left alone. She knows she still beats this Renekton. So Quinn just needs IG just needs to wait for the Shy to carry the game for them. But obviously, while that is happening, FPX is gonna apply pressure at bottom and go for the spot tier 1 tower. Yep, and Rookie gets caught out here, and yeah, and Rookie has to blow his flash, and that's really bad because, like I said, in mobile carry and with against a wombo combo, flash becomes very valuable summoner spell. Yep, just fast forwarding. Once again, no mid tier 1 tower, so they have to expend their pink ward here, and Varus has to give priority to Ezreal. Yeah, so that fight was really big mistake from IG. Like, I'm sure everyone knows, but just explaining why it's so bad. So now comes the Baron dance because they have Mountain. FPX isn't really a fast Baron team. Rumble, Ezreal, Kiana, Renekton, but it's just the threat of having the Mountain Dragon. And notice how Quinn's top instead of bot. She's also grouping, so Quinn's helping IG to get vision. This is not what Quinn wants to do. She wants to be on the side, just pressuring Varus Syndra, just wave clearing, and there's no way FPX can stop this Quinn unless there's more than two people. So now Quinn goes bot, and now she's coming back top to get vision. She's just waiting. Not much is happening. FPX is doing a really good job of holding off these choke points, because even if they are on Baron, they can really easily turn and engage onto Flashless Syndra, and they want to have their fight around here for the perfect Kiana ult and really nice Rumble ult and Normal Assault onto these choke. So that's where FPX wants to fight. The thing that FPX needs to avoid is hitting Baron, and they shouldn't go for 50-50 Baron ever, and they should just back off once they get seen, they get caught by IG that they're doing Baron. But it's also very difficult for IG to get vision because remember, like it's just so hard to fight against Rumble Kiana in the jungle. Yep, and the Shy's bottom, he's just pushing, he's roaming up. Once he gets the priority, now IG's getting vision with the Shy because they know the Shy's here. So very nice play from IG, but they're still on a back foot because they're just waiting for the the Shy to get ahead, and yeah. Yep. Now FPX, they also know IG's win condition is Quinn, so they still want to relatively close this game out very soon because so they should take Dragon on spawn. They should recycle through Dragon and just keep the Dragon stack up and make sure they have another late game win condition with Elder. And if Elder's up, they can still fight a team fight around it, and it forces Quinn to group up. And yeah, just so recycling through Dragon is very important. But obviously next year it's going to be different kind of Dragon, so we'll see how that works next year. So IG knows FPX is on Dragon, so they go for division control, and FPX on the other side, they keep focusing on this clan, going for applying pressure. So very nice play from FPX. But on the other side, this was a very nice play from LWX. He checks the Baron with his Ezreal because I wouldn't be surprised if IG just goes for a random Baron hit, and because they're in a pretty dire spot at the moment. Doinby's 8-1-2, and this Ezreal is 2-1-2 with 3 completed item with QSS, so it's very difficult for this Ezreal to die, and he's gonna dish out tons of damage. So now, just playing the slow game. Let's look at the level difference. Not much level difference coming from any lane except for jungle and support. Obviously, the losing team, that's they're gonna get their camp stolen, and the support has to roam around more to help vision and getting their solo laners get solo XP. So it's understandable the jungle and support is one level behind. But the main thing is the carries are still same level as FPX. So once again, the Shy's helping the team get vision. He's not split pushing at all. So you might be asking, why isn't the Shy split pushing? Well, he can't because he needs to make sure they don't lose Baron, and if the mid doesn't have mid priority. So the reason I say the mid priority is like FPX can LWX can push this and go straight bottom and kill the Shy if he's down here. So the Shy knows he could be in a danger if he's here. They just need time, but meanwhile that is happening, FPX is just taking a Baron for free, and Ning dies once again, and FPX just gets a very clean Baron. So now it's very difficult for Quinn to split push, and it's very difficult for IG to buy time and stall this game out. Yeah, Balan once again looking for a potential flank. but he gets caught out, and now he has to blow his flash once again. So, a very poor position, very nice positioning to flank, but just very unfortunate timing from Bowler. Now FPX is in a, they're just gonna recall and probably just gonna follow where this Quinn goes, and okay, Tien gets the blue buff. But yeah, now FPX is just speeding this game up. They use LW as teleport, and they're just steamrolling this game with Baron buff. So it's going to be very difficult for IG to fend this off, because if they put Equalizer down, they need to back off, and that's free tower from FPX. And they have a Mountain Dragon. And they have a Water Dragon to self-sustain through the map, I guess. Yep, here comes the just tower taking. Yep, and the tower's gone. Rumble's on the side, applying pressure. Rumble ult has a very long range, so he can probably ult here from here as well. And the Shy goes for a bit of a poke, but ooh, he's on half health. Tien gets ultimate, and here comes a random team fight. And Wombo combo. Finally, we get to see it. And everyone, FPX gets the ace, and that's the game. So let's just go back what just happened. The Shy goes for the Rumble, and on this side, Jackie Love goes for a potential pick, but Syndra isn't there, and Tien has his stopwatch to buy him time, because you can stopwatch during a root, not a stun or suppression, silence. So very nice play from Tien. He gets his ult off, Norla's ult, Kiana ult, and Rumble ult on top of it. Gragas gets deleted, and Syndra is out of fight without even using her ultimate. She used her ultimate way too late, and they're just way too far behind, and the team fight prowess coming from FPX just destroys the IG lineup. So very nice play from FPX, but I do want to highlight that IG did play really well around Doinby's roaming, but it was that one crucial mistake coming from mid-game that really cost IG a lot. So it's these kind of play that really shows that FPX is a top tier team. Right now, Varus is 4-0-0, and Ezreal is just sacking his bot to get a tempo lead onto his top side, and they know they can fight around a Herald, so this was a very nice play, even though their bot lane was a bit behind. But after this, there was a mistake coming from IG, but I think the mistake just cost them the game overall. And I just really want to highlight Trips dodging his micro, dodges Gragas R, dodges Syndra Q, dodges Quinn's Q, and he gets his aftershock proc off. So he's a bit tanky, and then he lives. That's just cherry on top, you know. So this game, yeah, just to summarize again, IG played really well, denying Doinby's roam, making sure facilitating the Shy. He did die twice, but remember, Renekton didn't get any kill, and Renekton did die as well. So IG was in a good way. They were in a right path of having the Shy moment, but then again, like the Jackie Love and Rookie was very strong as well. But this 15-minute play just cost them the game. And on the other side, FPX played to their comp really well. They knew they had to group up with Herald. They need to make sure they go for a trade and use that Rift Herald tempo to push the top towers and just capitalize on IG's aggression and go for this Rumble combo and go for and snowball the game from there. And so FPX does a really nice job of punishing IG's aggression and ends up with the victor. And the Baron dance was very nicely done, and they get the first victory of this best of 5. So thank you for watching this game.